Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for being here. If you're new here, I'm V, aka V the Plug, and I'm all about sharing my tips and tricks about podcasting and other things too, but we can get there on another episode. So today I want to share with you, if you haven't started a podcast and you've been interested, but you have no idea where to start, I feel like Substack would be a good starting point, especially for beginners. There's a few reasons why, but I want to begin with how I started using Substack. So I stopped podcasting for a while, but I wanted to come to a place where I felt like I could just write out my thoughts. Sometimes we have these ideas and they're all over the place. And so writing really helps out with the process. And the fact that Substack has an organized system of allowing you to create a blog, to connect with others, get feedback from them, and see actually where your content is going. And it might be a good starting point for you as well. It's a super simple setup where you can create your blog name, picture profile, and everything like that. Okay, so before we start, what is Substack? Have you even heard of it? Or you might have seen the little orange symbol online, but Substack is for bloggers, writers, but also the new feature of podcasting makes the platform a game changer. It's actually a social platform, but it embeds all the things that we actually use, like social media, having communities, and promoting your business through podcasts, blogs, and newsletters. So those are the few reasons why I like Substack and why I'm using it. But let's get into a little bit more detail on why these features might be beneficial for you. So Substack is pretty user-friendly. You can create a blog, create a name, and start writing with confidence and building out your thoughts about the theme of your podcast. What do you actually like to write about, and who is your audience? Who is connecting with it? So on Substack, once you start creating your blogs, writing more, I feel like you build more confidence and you're more clear about the theme of your podcast and who you're actually reaching. So for me, I started my other podcast and blog called Unfiltered Thoughts. I started it because I wanted a place where I could go to just unwind, not feel like I was producing something big like a podcast that's on a larger scale of what I've been used to, but something just more laid back. It's a little bit different. It's more on a personal level. I go into life experiences with family, friends, personal things that I go through, a little bit more unfiltered as it is. And so you get to see a different side of me. I'm gonna put the link down in the bio, so if you wanna follow me on my personal journey of everything else, go ahead and visit the link down below. But I say all this to say that it helped me develop, I feel like, mental clarity on a lot of the things that were going on in my life. And it built up a lot of confidence, which led me to do this podcast of sharing everything else on the technical side of podcasting with you. So another point to make with your blogs on Substack, you can actually read them like a voiceover. So you can kind of get some practice in before you start a big podcast. You can actually read your whole blog and send that in the newsletter email that you are creating on Substack. Okay, so once you had all the practice in the world doing your voiceovers to your blogs, now you're ready to start your podcast, which means it's an easy kind of shift. And I feel like this is a little strategy that can help you. So let's just say you wrote 5 blogs. Now you're starting your podcast. I would go back and use those blogs as your content for your podcast. The reason why is because you know that people, maybe they liked it or commented on it by now, but you can kind of use that as a tool for your podcast. And I feel like Substack does a really good job about making it user-friendly and easy, because usually you have to use a third party like Podbean or Buzzsprout to create your RSS feed and use all the tools they have, when really all you really need is the RSS feed to connect to Spotify, Apple, and all the other podcast platforms, but you're able to also send the newsletters. So once you have done an episode, you can send it out to the list of subscribers that you already created from your email list, which makes it seamless. Okay, so I actually tell my sister and a few clients that I've worked with about Substack. The reason why is because sometimes we don't have a lot of time to write our episodes or come with a full production. So if you're a one-woman, one-man show, DIY podcaster, you run a business, you have family to take care of, this is an easy process. So my sister, she is in the health and wellness industry and she coaches people on their health, what they should be eating. I told her, start a podcast so you can reach more people and start by just doing a blog and then kind of moving from there into more episodes of podcasts. So for all the business owners out there or people that want to market, podcasting has just been growing. And I feel like this system on Substack would be easy for you to kind of use to your advantage as a starting point. Okay, so the next point I want to make is that, have you ever thought about all these social media platforms just crashing? Like, what happens if we don't have access to our followers? What is going to happen to our businesses as influencers? Like, where are we going to go? Well, with Substack, you can actually make a list of your subscribers, keep them so you don't lose them, and you're able to reach back out whenever you want. This is part of the newsletter that I was talking about before, where you can send emails to your subscribers whenever you want. You can wish them a happy birthday. You can reach out for Christmas. You could send them special deals. And so I really like this because you never know what could happen and there's no algorithms. You control your audience and the people that follow you. And so that leads me to my next point, which is monetization. I never thought that I would get paid so quickly from a platform, but Substack actually paid me in the first few months of me starting. This is why I say you should actually just start writing your blogs and start promoting it. What I did was I set the rate for the year of what I want, how I want people to support me, whatever it is. So if it's $80 for the year or $8 for the month, you can set the rate on how you want your people to support you. And if they really support you, they'll subscribe in any way they can, even if you're just starting. I mean, I'm proof that this actually works because it happened within the first month. And those people were subscribers and supporters from my other social media platforms. So you never know what could happen, but that was my experience. And I feel like the more I write, the more I create these episodes, the more value I'm bringing to my audience and those who actually care. And it's a whole nother avenue that you can actually make money from. All right, guys, that is a wrap. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed a few tips that I had on Substack. Remember, just start using Substack as your playground, a place to start writing and then eventually getting to start your podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, let me know in the comments below and let me know if you want me to do a tutorial on Substack. I'd be happy to do that for you. And I will see you guys on the next episode. Thanks so much. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.